Please watch this video from beginning to end. There'll be a very, very important postscript message. Hello once again. I am about to show you exactly what the wooden dowel battery eliminators look like inside the cradle for the game camera. I'm going to remove each battery adapter individually. I have chosen to use a different mounting hardware, but all in all, this is a solid strand, solid core type of wire. It runs from one length of the dowel to the other, but I will place it in comparison to a regular battery. And you'll notice that the battery is a double. Okay, and in doing so, it doesn't matter if it's positive side or negative side. It's just an adapter to take the place of a battery inside a cradle. Okay, that's what it looks like. I'm about to show you what the dowel with the negative side and the positive side looks like. Notice how the wire doesn't run from one end to the other. It has a negative and a positive side. Do not run it the length of the dowel. This is just a way of making sure that the electricity is a contiguous connection. Okay, so the electricity travels through the power dowel, and then from, let's just say, point A, it travels all the way down, zigzagging its way until it reaches this spot here. That's what makes a contiguous connection, or continuous, continuity. Okay, here's the adapter connector, and here's the other side. This is the side that if you need to cut the wires off of your DC, AC to DC adapter, you cut it off and you put it on the adapter side. Okay, this is the one that holds the power, and you make the connections positive and negative. You can kind of see them there, positive and negative. Well, on this side, keep it polarity the same. This is positive side, this is negative side, right? Here's the spring. That's negative side. Here's positive side. Okay. So here's positive and here's negative. The power dowel is the only one you need to keep the polarity straight. All the rest are just fillers. Okay. Once again, I am showing you how to make a battery eliminator. I cannot and will not accept responsibility for anybody ruining their electronics. This took a lot of trial and error, mostly outside of the electronics. I chose a device that I didn't particularly, I wasn't afraid to put them in there. I wasn't afraid to put these little battery adapters in there, these dowel adapters in there. The device does work. And once that I've proven that the adapters were successful, I decided to place it in the device that needed it. Okay, this takes AA batteries. So just keep that in mind. I cannot be expected to accept responsibility. If you're a bench technician, you need to hold yourself to a higher standard at times and sacrifice a device in order to be able to do testing on. Preferably one that can withstand, arcing of electricity. One that's hardy, one that has a fuse, preferably. This one has a built-in fuse somewhere on the circuit board. I'm not savvy enough to be able to point it out. Okay. So in doing so, remember, it is possible to eliminate the batteries, and in doing so successfully, I was able to replace this rechargeable battery, which had been reliable at one time. But as over time, they lose their ability to hold a charge. So this is a junk piece of battery. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This here is a magnetic parts holder. Here's the battery cover. Here's a precision screwdriver. Thank you and appreciate your patience. And when done successfully, it's very rewarding. Take care and bye. Here is the postscript message. If you're going to be using this wooden dowel battery eliminator in order to eliminate usage of alkaline or rechargeable batteries, you'll want to keep this in mind. The adapters are intended for devices that use more than one AA battery or AAA or so on and so forth. For the other battery round types, you'll find that your power adapter is set up for the lowest voltage, which I can't state here on mine. It is 3.3. That in itself is a statement that the lowest that this can go is a 2 battery setup, possibly. Now remember that your device, though it may have 2 batteries, may require a lower battery voltage. So you'll have to do a little bit of math based on the specifications and the requirements of the actual device. I would have to say that at 3.3, you're more than likely going to be using it on a 4 battery setup. Okay, that being stated, remember, as I'd stated before, and I need to state it one more time, if you're going to be doing this as a bench technician, please hold yourself to a higher standard. Do this preferably on a device that you can repair or that has a fusible link in it, whether it be a round or square or whatever it may be. And in doing so, you'll be able to replace the fuse and keep the device working. Do not use this on your initial device. Use it on preferably an antique device that you can replace a fuse that it might be built in or might be in a fuse holder. Please, please be careful. This is not one of those beginner setups. I am an experienced bench technician in some regards. And once again, if you're a bench technician, you always hold yourself to a higher standard. At least I did. I can't speak ill of any other bench technician. There were always others way above me that had way more experience, but I held my own. Thank you. Take care, and bye.